Good morning, my students. Welcome. And how are you today? Fine? Yes. Today we are going to speak about the forms of the verb after the objects. The forms of the verb after the object. We know that the sentence or the part of a speech of the sentence or of the statement are as follow. You know, we begin the sentence with subject, then verb. What is the verb in the sentence? We mean the tense. We mean tenses. After that, object. After that, adverb of manner. Adverb of manner. These are the four parts of the sentence: subject, verb, object, adverb. Our lesson today about the forms of the verb after the object. Can we use or can we put a tense after the object? Can we use present simple, past simple, continuous, perfect continuous after the object? The answer, no. We can't use any tense after the object, but the tense comes after the subject. So what are the forms? Forms of the verb after the object. There are three forms. There are three forms after the objects: infinitive, or past participle, or gerund. لو infinitive plus ing, what we call gerund. Okay, so there are three forms for the verb after the object. Infinitive isn't a tense. Past participle isn't a tense. Infinitive plus ing, what we call gerund, isn't a tense. So these are forms of the verb. Okay? Number one. Infinitive after the object. When can we use infinitive after the object? If there are the following verbs in the sentence. If the sentence contains help, get, let, make, and so on. For example, we let Osama help his friend. Okay? As we know, let أسامة object يبقى هنا infinitive مصدر after the object. Why? Because we use let in the sentence. She She help. She helps. Her mother. She helps his mother cook. Cook. Lunch. Cook. Lunch. Don't say cooks. Don't say cook. But say cook. Why cook? Because it's a infinitive. Why? Because there is the verb help in the sentence. Okay, number 3. Sentence number 3. I made him do his homework. Yes, this is an infinitive after the object him, pronoun him. Why? Made. So, if the sentence contains or includes let, help or helps or help, make or made, get or got, okay? Put an infinitive after the object. So this is the first one. First one. The first form of the verb after the object, infinitive. Why infinitive after the object? Because the sentence contains let, helps, made. So we use an infinitive after the object. Okay? Okay. What about past participle? What about past participle? Number 2. Okay. Notice or watch with me or concentrate on this sentence. We built a modern house. Modern house. We built a modern house. What is the subject? The subject is we. But we didn't build a modern house by ourselves. Who built a modern house? The subject we or another one? Another one. The builder who built the modern house for us. The builder. البنا هو اللي بنى البيت لينا. Okay? So the subject here isn't the subject who did the verb or performed the verb. Another one. So we can say in the passive voice في الجملة لما تبقى في المجهول we can say we had a modern house built past participle تصريف تالت built past simple ماضي بسيط built. Okay? When we change this sentence into passive, okay, we used verb to have according to the tense here. The tense here is past simple, okay? So we used had. Built became past participle after the object. So the second form after the object for the verb is the past participle. When past participle, because we find verb to have in the sentence and the subject of the sentence here ماشي didn't perform the action itself. but another one. Okay. Another sentence. He had fixed the tapes صنابير الحنفيات. He had fixed the tapes. هو صلح الحنفيات. ما هواش اللي صلح هو نفسه. Not by himself, but the plumber السباك who had fixed the tapes. الفعل هنا ما هواش he لكن the plumber. So في الباسيف voice we can say he had. Why had? Because had fixed past perfect. We use verb to have in the past perfect had. Okay? And this is the past participle for the past perfect. Here, he had the tapes fixed. Okay. This is the second form for the verb after the object. Okay? Yes. What about the gerund after the object? For example, I saw Sammy smiling. I saw Sammy smiling. In the sentence, there is no help or get or let or make or verb to have, but another verb. I saw Sammy. How was Sammy when you saw him? How was Sammy? He was smiling. This is gerund. في وظيفة adverb. يبقى هنا ايه ده؟ أصبح adverb. حال. I saw Sammy smiling. We found them sleeping. احنا وجدناهم نايمين. How were they? كيف كانوا هم؟ when you found them. لما انتوا وجدتوهم. They were sleeping. We found them sleeping. Okay. So this is the third form for the verb after is object. The conclusion is what? Don't use any tense after the object. Any tense. Okay? But use forms for the verb. Infinitive or past participle or gerund. Infinitive plus ing. Infinitive, if there is help, get, let, make in the sentence. Okay? Past participle after the object if the subject of the sentence didn't perform or didn't do the action or the verb itself. Okay? But another one. Okay. If you don't find help, get, let, make, verb to have, okay, in the sentence, after the object, use gerund. Okay? These are the three forms of the verb after the object. This lesson is very, very important. You have to write down what I have written on the board to discuss through question after that. Thank you very much.